Welcome to the Terran race overview for StarCraft Remastered, brought to you by LearnBroodWar.com. This video will cover all Terran units and buildings. Let's begin. First, the Command Center. This is the core building that will grant your starting supply and produce your worker units. These buildings are incredibly important. Without them, you won't be able to collect nearby resources. The Command Center can lift off and be moved. A Command Center costs 400 minerals and has a build time of 75 seconds. The SCV. This is your core worker unit. They mine resources and build all Terran structures. They can also repair mechanical units and buildings. They cost 50 minerals each, take 13 seconds to build, and use 1 supply. The Comsat Station. This is an add-on to the Command Center. It requires an academy to be built. It allows the Terran to spend energy on a scanner sweep to reveal a portion of the map for a small amount of time, most commonly known as a scan. A scan costs 50 energy and lasts 10 seconds. Cloaked and burrow units are also revealed inside the scan. It costs 50 minerals, 50 gas, and takes 25 seconds to build. The Nuclear Silo. This is a rarely used late game add-on to the Command Center that requires a science facility with the Covert Ops add-on. It enables the Terran to purchase and store 1 nuclear missile for 200 minerals, 200 gas, and 8 supply. The add-on costs 100 minerals, 100 gas, and takes 50 seconds to build. The Supply Depot. This important structure increases your supply by 8, up to a maximum of 200. It's large and bulky, and it serves no other purpose. You can use it to create walls and block pathways to help defend your base from rush attacks. This is commonly known as SimCity. It cannot be lifted off. It costs 100 minerals and takes 25 seconds to build. The Barracks. This is your primary building for training biological units. The barracks can lift off and relocate. It costs 150 minerals and takes 50 seconds to build. The Marine. This is your core bio unit. It's a versatile all-rounder that deals range damage to air and ground units. Upgrade your Marines in an academy to learn Stimpack, which gives extra attack and move speed for a short time at the cost of 10 health. Upgrade your Marines from an academy to learn U238 shells to increase your Marines' fire range. They cost 50 minerals, 1 supply, and take 15 seconds to build. The Firebat. This is a supporting bio unit that deals a short ground splash damage attack. The Firebat requires an academy to be built. It's incredibly effective versus light units, such as Zerglings. It also benefits from the Marines' Stimpack upgrade. They cost 50 minerals, 25 gas, 1 supply, and take 15 seconds to build. The Medic. This is a supporting bio unit that has no attack. Instead, it can heal nearby biological units. The Medic is used to negate the damage from Stimpack, as well as keeping your units alive from enemy damage as long as possible. Only 1 Medic can heal 1 unit at a time. Upgrade your medics from an academy to learn Restoration, which can be used to remove harmful spells from units. Medics can also learn Optic Flare, which reduces a target's vision to 1 and removes any detector abilities from that unit. They cost 50 minerals, 25 gas, 1 supply, and take 19 seconds to build. The Ghost. This is a rarely used late game specialized unit. It has a long range attack that is fairly weak. Ghosts are usually used for their spellcasting abilities. Research Lockdown to disable a mechanical unit for 60 seconds. Research Personal Cloaking from a Covert Ops add-on to allow the Ghost to use energy to stay cloaked. The Ghost can also call down a nuke. After 14 seconds, the nuke will drop on the targeted location indicated by a dot that is visible to all players. Keep in mind that all players will also receive a voice alert to indicate that there's a nuclear launch happening. It costs 25 minerals, 75 gas, 1 supply, and takes 32 seconds to build. The Bunker. This is your primary ground defensive structure. However, it requires units to use it. It effectively grants your units a safe building to attack from. It can be repaired, but it cannot be salvaged like its StarCraft 2 counterpart. It cannot be lifted off. It costs 100 minerals and takes 19 seconds to build. The Engineering Bay. This structure is primarily used to research bio-unit upgrades for weapons and armor up to 3 levels. The engineering bay also unlocks a turret. It can lift off and relocate if needed. It costs 125 minerals and takes 38 seconds to build. The missile turret. This is your primary anti-air defense structure, as well as a detector for all cloaked or burrowed units. It has a strong missile attack and is small, so it's usually placed near mineral lines where enemy flying units may seek to destroy your workers. It cannot be lifted off. It costs 75 minerals and takes 19 seconds to build. The Academy. This building is a key tech building for bio play. It unlocks the firebat and the medic from the barracks, as well as important upgrades for your bio units. It also allows the ComStat station to be added onto the command center. It cannot be lifted off. It costs 150 minerals and takes 50 seconds to build. The Factory. This is your primary mechanical unit producing facility. It creates all ground mechanical units. It can lift off and relocate if needed. It costs 200 minerals, 100 gas, and takes 50 seconds to build. The Vulture. This unit is a highly mobile attack unit. Upgrade your Vulture at a machine shop to learn spider mines, which enables all current and future built Vultures to deploy 3 spider mines. It will pop out of the ground and race towards the unit, exploding and doing 125 splash damage. The Vulture costs 75 minerals, 2 supply, and takes 19 seconds to build. The Machine Shop. This is an add-on for the factory. It enables the factory to produce siege tank, as well as housing important upgrades for factory units. It costs 50 minerals, 50 gas, and takes 25 seconds to build. The Siege Tank. This is your core mechanical unit. It has 2 modes, tank mode and siege mode. It allows your tanks to become immobile, but gain a powerful long-range attack. The attack is so long, the siege tank vision doesn't go as far as its range. Utilize buildings and air units to ensure your tank can shoot as far as possible. It costs 150 minerals, 100 gas, 2 supply, and takes 32 seconds to build. The Goliath. This is your core ground-to-air attack unit. Goliaths require an armory to be built. Upgrade your Goliaths at a machine shop with Charon boosters to extend the range of your anti-air attack. It costs 100 minerals, 50 gas, 2 supply, and takes 25 seconds to build. The Armory. This is your primary mech upgrade structure. It allows for the research of vehicle weapons, vehicle armor, ship weapons, and ship armor. It costs 100 minerals, 50 gas, and takes 50 seconds to build. The Starport. This is your facility for all air units. It requires a factory to be built. It can lift off and relocate if needed. It costs 150 minerals, 100 gas, and takes 44 seconds to build. The Control Tower. This is an add-on for the Starport, which unlocks the dropship. It also contains upgrades for some air units. It costs 50 minerals, 50 gas, and takes 25 seconds to build. The Wraith. This is an air superiority fighter with a weak ground attack. It's primarily used for gaining air control, as well as killing workers in surprise attacks. Upgrade your Wraiths at a control tower with Cloaking Field. It costs 150 minerals, 100 gas, 2 supply, and takes 38 seconds to build. The Dropship. This is your flying transportation vehicle. It's used to transport ground units over difficult terrain. Use the dropship with your bio army to enhance their flexibility. Drop frequently in multiple locations to put pressure on your enemy. Use multiple dropships to make your mech army significantly more mobile. It costs 100 minerals, 100 gas, 2 supply, and takes 32 seconds to build. The Valkyrie. This is an air-to-air attack unit that fires multiple missiles that do a small splash damage in the area. It requires an armory and a control tower add-on to be built. It costs 250 minerals, 125 gas, 3 supply, and takes 32 seconds to build. The Science Vessel. This is your key late game support unit. It can help out both bio and mech strategies by giving strong assistance on the battlefield. It requires a science facility as well as a control tower add-on to be built. Use defensive matrix on a target unit to give it a 250 hit point shield. Research EMP Shockwave at a science facility to send an EMP missile to a targeted area. It reduces all Protoss shields and unit energy to 0. Research Irradiate from a science facility to target one biological unit with a 250 damage debuff over 25 seconds. It costs 100 minerals, 225 gas, 2 supply, and takes 50 seconds to build. the battlecruiser. This is your ultimate late game capital ship. It's rarely seen as it's very expensive and doesn't have a strong attack, except for late game versus Terran, where the game has come to a standoff. Upgrade your Yamato cannon from a physics lab to fire a 260 damage energy blast at a target from a very long range. It costs 400 minerals, 300 gas, 6 supply, and takes 88 seconds to build. The Science Facility. This is your primary late game tech building. It's used for unlocking the science vessel at the starport. It can also lift off and relocate if needed. It costs 100 minerals, 150 gas, and takes 38 seconds to build. The Covert Ops. This is an add-on for the Science Facility. It unlocks the Ghost from the barracks as well as the nuclear silo. It costs 50 minerals, 50 gas, and takes 25 seconds to build. The Physics Lab. This is an add-on for the Science Facility. It unlocks the Battlecruiser from the starport as well as its upgrades. It costs 50 minerals, 50 gas, and takes 25 seconds to build. And that wraps up our Terran race overview. We hope this video gave you an insight of what to expect from each Terran unit and building on the battlefield. For more tips, tricks, and general strategy guides to help you improve at StarCraft Remastered, visit learnbroodwar.com. If you have questions about anything StarCraft Remastered, feel free to tweet at me and I'll be glad to help. You can also follow Nice username. Without him, this video wouldn't have been possible. Thanks for watching.